Y'all, I'm back honoring the late, great, best entertainer that ever did it, Michael Joseph Jackson. And I want to go over all of his albums and all of the success. And ain't nobody argue with somebody else. Ain't no other body. Alabama, Arkansas, roots. That's where we come from. Nobody could do it better than Michael Joseph Jackson. And so his first solo album, which I didn't even know this, I always thought his first album was Off the Wall. And he did in 1972 when he was still with Jackson 5, and it was called Got to Be There, with a hit single, Rockin' Robins. And it was released by Motown, which I never knew. I know the song Rockin' Robin. I just never knew that was like his own album. And then in 1972 again, he did another studio album, Ben, the movie. And I just thought he was like, did the soundtrack. I never realized that was actual an album. Like, I'm learning stuff as I go. But in 1979, Off the Wall, that was my... And this was his first time where it was released by Epic Records, and his first time co-writing and producing with Quincy Jones. And the singles that came out was Rock With You, followed by that Bond video. He looked like a disco ball. Oh, I love that song. And then Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Both reached number one on the Billboard's Hot 100, sold over 20 million copies worldwide, was the first album to generate 4 top 10 singles on the Billboard Hot 100, setting a new standard for success in the music industry. What we talking about? Michael Joseph Jackson. Then the legendary 1982 Thriller. Now, I was there. I was young, but I was there. And Thriller was released August 29, 1982, and he recorded it from April to November 1982. Highest sale of all time. It had a budget of $750,000, and the singles that came out from Thriller was The Girl Is Mine, and it came out October 18th, 1982. Billie Jean, January 3rd, 1983. Beat It, February 21st, 1983. Wanna Be Starting Something, May 9th, 1983. Human Nature, July 4th, 1983. PYT, Pretty Young Thing, September 19th, 1983. Thriller, November 11th, 1983. This album went diamond, platinum, gold. It was like internationally the greatest album in music history. Argue with somebody else. I was there. I had the buttons. I had the purse. I had all of that. Then he had Bad, which came out August 31st, 1987. This was his first solo world tour, which grossed $125 million to become the highest grossing concert tour at the time. One of the best-selling albums at 35 million worldwide. It went gold, platinum, diamond. What we talking about? The singles was I Just Can't Stop Loving You, July 20th, 1987. Bad, September 7th, 1987. The Way You Make Me Feel, November 9th, 1987. Man in the Mirror, January 1988. Dirty Diana, April 18th, 1998. Another Part of Me, July 11th, 1988. Smooth Criminal, November 14th, 1988. Leave Me Alone, February 19th, 1989. Liberian Girl, July 3rd, 1989. Then we had Dangerous, which was released November 21st, 1991. He departed from Quincy Jones, and he co-produced with Teddy Riley and other two people I ain't gonna name because I don't believe that they're of our ilk. And he has some guest appearance, Heavy D and Rex in Effect. Yes. Michael wrote or co-wrote 12 of the 14 songs off this album. Dangerous World Tour grossed $100 million, debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts, sold over 32 million copies worldwide. Yes, he did that. And the singles Black or White, November 4th, 1991, Remember the Time, January 14th, 1992. That is the best video. My all-time favorite Michael Jackson video is Remember the Time. That is oh God, I'm about to watch that again. In the Closet, April 13th, 1992. Jam, July 13th, 1992. Who Is It? July 13th, 1992 in the UK. Heal the World, November 9th, 1992. Give In to Me, February 15th, 1993. You Will Be There, June 28th, 1993. And Gone Too Soon, December 1st, 1993. And then, I swear to God, this is a whole parking lot. I don't know why these cars constantly, every time I park, it's like they can see I'm having a good time and everybody got to park by me to try to figure out what I got going on. Move around. Okay. So, History, Past, Present, and Future, Book 1 is a double album released June 20th, 1995. His greatest hits. This is his first on the label MJJ production. Special appearances by Janet Demeter Joe Jackson. I don't see Janet in concert like 10 times. And you know what, Janet? 2025, you didn't come see us. Okay, now I gotta go whenever you get to touring again. Well, I know she's in Las Vegas, and I ain't had the money to be doing all that. I went to my body trip this year for my 50th. But, Janet, you need to come see us next year. Come see us, Janet. This album debuted at #1 on the U.S. Billboards. Nominated for 6 Grammys from 1996 to 1997. Nominated for Album of the Year by the MTV Awards, and the singles Scream, which is the great video with brother and sister. I love that video. And the single was released May 29th, 1995. Childhood was also released May 29th, 1995. You Are Not Alone was released August 15th, 1995. Earth Song, November 8th, 1995. They Don't Care About Us, April 9th, 1996. And Stranger in Moscow, September 9th, 1996. And we have Invincible, which was released October 30th, 2001, one of the most expensive albums ever made at $30 million. Invincible debuted at #1 in the U.S. Billboard chart, was nominated for Grammy Awards, and the single was You Rock My World, August 2nd, 2021, and Cry, December 5th, 2001. Then we have This Is It. And this was a 2-disc soundtrack album that was released October 26, 2009. And it was released by the MJJ Music Group. This Is It features previous released music as well as 6 previous unreleased recordings by MJJ. This Is It was also a documentary film that was showing Michael preparation for This Is It, a planned concert residency, canceled because of his death. I still remember when he died. I wasn't no good. I mean, I literally had to take off work. It's like losing a family member. And I know I'm conspiracy theory and there, and whatever. And I know, that doctor went to jail and all that other stuff. But this is what's being alleged, that at his time of death, with all of this greatness that we just talked about, that he was in debt $500 million, which I don't believe. But then they say after his death, now it's $2 billion. His Epic Record said his total value, his catalog is $1.2 million. Sony purchased 50% of his catalog for $600 million, and that was of the 2024. Michael Jackson, what you did for me personally, I don't even have the words to just experience the greatness that you are. Again, why these people at the end? I wish I could flip my camera and show you how empty this parking lot is, and all of a sudden everybody walking past my car. It's like they could tell I'm having a good time, and they just got to see what's going on. I mean, yeah, whatever. Michael, you are the best that ever did it. No one before you or after you can stand. So rest in peace, Michael Joseph Jackson. Thank you to Miss Catherine and Joe Jackson for giving us and giving us your son and letting us have just, I love you, Michael Jackson. We miss you. We love you. I'm so looking forward to your nephew doing your biopic. I mean, we're making it a family affair. Like my family, I don't know if I'm going to have my glove on or not, but we're doing our big one to go watch that. Like we really are. Love you. Thank you for all that you gave us. You sacrificed your childhood, your everything to give us a part of you, and we are forever thankful. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.